We're making muffins, muffins with Dave. Oh yeah, baby. We're making banana muffins. Woo!
Hello, I'm Dave McClelland and welcome to my kitchen. I have in my hand a banana, and as you can see it's past its best really. Not a banana that you would peel and eat, but that means it's just perfect for banana muffins! Yes, every time I cook banana muffins, people write to me and say, Dave, I'm coming over. I want a muffin. Send me a muffin. So today I'm going to make a muffin for you. Well, I'm going to make 12. And show you how it's done. It's really easy. It's not rocket science. I'm not professing to be a chef by any means. But here we go. Welcome to my kitchen and banana muffin time. Okay. The recipe, and I'll put the recipe on here as well, calls for 3 large bananas. Now, I sometimes say banana, I sometimes say banana. That's because I spent some time living in Canada. You say bananas, I say bananas. It makes no difference, it's all the same thing. I don't have 3 large bananas, but I'm going to use 4 kind of medium-sized bananas. Oh, I love banana stickers. I'm going to peel that one off. Oh, it's not going to come out that one. Oh, there we go. So I'll save that for later. I call this recipe Michelle Chung's banana muffins because it was Michelle Chung who introduced me to banana muffins. And coincidentally, it's Michelle Chung's birthday today. She's living in Toronto to the best of my knowledge. And so this seems rather apt to be making Michelle Chung's banana muffins on her birthday. I don't think it's her ancient family recipe. I think it was one that she got from a recipe book while she was working in Moncton. But I got the recipe, and lovely it is. It's very easy to do, and you'll see as we go along. I don't like those stringy bits in bananas, so I'll try and pick those out as we go along. Right, almost have the 4 bananas in here now. There we go, 4 bananas in. So what we do with the bananas first of all is mash them, and I use a fork for the whole of this banana muffin recipe making session. Nothing special, no other tools really. A fork and a spoon is all that you need. And I mush them up as well as you can. It kind of, the fork cuts into it and kind of makes little banana slices if you like, but they get mushed up more as you go along. The recipe, as you will see, has ingredients in cups because it is a North American recipe. But if you go online, as I did, you can find a conversion from cups to other measures. And I discovered that 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces, or 225 milliliters. But it says you can round that up to 250 milliliters. So it's quite an easy measure to work at. There we go, I've mashed up the bananas. And they're all kind of a squidgy mesh there. It smells very nice now. I didn't get my sugar out of the cupboard, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to melt my butter as well. I don't actually use real sugar. I use the Silver Spoon Light, some product placement for you there. It's 30% fewer calories per spoon than sugar, and I can use as few calories as possible while still maintaining. Whoop! My butter was fizzling and melting there. And it splattered all over the microwave. But there we go. Change that later. So, first of all, we mash the bananas, done. Then we add the sugar. Sugar, it calls for 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to measure that out here. I'm never too precise on any of these measurements, so there we go. Sugar in there. Then the recipe calls for a slightly beaten egg. I don't bother with that. I put it in and beat it once it's in the bowl. So here we go. Sounds like a police car or something going by. Eggshell in the muffin. Oh dear, I don't normally drop eggshells all over the place. usually much more neater than that. Just going to wash that sugar off my hands just a second. That's better. So I'm now mixing all of that up. Just to show you what it looks like there. Becomes quite a nice, creamy, liquidy, lumpy kind of concoction there. That's great. Now we add the melted butter. I don't use butter, I use the Stork margarine. Another product placement there. Stork, you can send me the check. Just add that in there. There we go. One side. So mix that in. That's lovely. Then we add the rest of the dry ingredients. Now the rest of the dry ingredients, we have flour, and it calls for, the recipe calls for all-purpose flour, which is a North American thing. I find that here plain flour works fine. And we need 1.5 cups of plain flour. And I'm almost out on this packet. I don't know if there's going to be enough for this batch, so I do have another packet. That's that packet all done. This packet I bought and it immediately seemed to be leaking flour. So it's in a Ziploc bag. I have to say I love the Ziploc bag. Keeps everything nice and tidy and neat and zips up easily. There we go. So I've got the flour, dump that in there. And now I'm just going to add in the rest of the dry ingredients. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. There we go, lovely. So that's all the ingredients in there, and I'll just go through those again. 3 large bananas, 4 medium bananas I've used, 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, there's 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. Now it's a matter of mixing all those dry ingredients in with the flour and getting it to a nice smushy mess. And I have to tell you, I wish this was smell-o-vision because the smell is just gorgeous now. It's coming along very nicely. The oven I've already got preheating in the background. I've got a fan-assisted oven. The recipe calls for 375 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 190 centigrade. I've got a fan assisted oven, but I find I kind of set it to around 180 and they take 20 minutes in that. So that works out great. There we go. So that's all mixed in now. You can see the consistency. Woo! Nearly put it on the floor. That would have been a sin. Right, so now we get ready for the pan itself. Whoop. Losing my fork. Just a plain old muffin pan. And I take the stock and just whiz around some